afternoon all. This is Darth Rabbit 07 coming at you today with another quick review. This time we got the shortest guy on screen in Revenge of the Fallen. We got Transformers 2 Series number 88, Sideways, before everything goes sideways, proverbially. There's the look on the side, the back. It's an Audi looking-esque car, but it doesn't have any official trademarks. Sideways attempts a speedy escape through the Shanghai streets before being sliced in half by Sideswipe. Spoiler alert! For those that hadn't seen it, boom, there's that. And one other little piece here. Pause and scan here for those looking in the store. It comes with two Bs and two 287Bs and two Sideways. So there's that. Let's get Sideways out of that. But before that, I'd like to say thank you again to all my subscribers up to this time. I'm right below 500. Thank you again for subscribing. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on to the main event. Thank you again for watching my channel. So what all comes inside the box, you get these instructions. Very nicely done in purple and black. And you can see how the gun works there. And go through the transformation. And it really does remind me of a updated style of barricade from the first movie. But then you got that ugly weapon storage on the back. Gets into car mode in 20 steps. So inside of the box there, we have the little cardboard cutout that has all the plastic twinings, just like B87 did from Dark of the Moon. And then you got the Shanghai Pursuit where he comes diving out that window. Spoiler alert again. So anyway, it's been a bit since that movie was out. So put that back in the box and we'll get on into the meat and potatoes. Let me get them out of packaging. Thanks again for watching. And here is Sideways on the turntable in his robot mode, and we're going to take a quick look at his one and only accessory. He's got a triple blaster there that will plug in there somewhere, and I will do that in a little bit, but just wanted to give you a good look at it. It's cast in that gray plastic, just like most of what he has done. There is a fair amount of paint on him as well. Let's zoom in here real quick and let you take a 360-degree look at the figure, and it's got a pretty good slender profile, very reminiscent of Barricade. And I guess they didn't want to kill off Barricade, so they came up with somebody else to be fodder. I like how the back end becomes a nice neat backpack in the robot mode, like the wing doors up in the air, or it's not, it's the upper part of the doors, but yeah, looks really cool. And that face definitely evokes a very Barricade-esque feel, and just love how every bit of this does and transforms and whatnot. Let's go into articulation real quick. You got all the way around the shoulder there, you've got elbow ball there, and the hand you can also mistransform it to get a little bit more articulation on it. And the fingers and the thumb are articulated independently. No wrist swivel due to the transformation and how that is lined up. The head can not look up far, can kind of look down. So you got some up and down there. You got left and right, and looks like you might have light piping, but due to the paint in the eyes, which you see right here, you don't get any light pipe in there. So very cool. Going down to the waist, there is a waist joint there. That's always a huge deal for me. Legs can go only so far up, can go all the way back, can go way out the side, so you can get the full Van damage if you desire. But then you got at the knee, you got that way it's done, it's a little hollow, but you can see the upper thigh, upper knee swivel. It's more of an upper knee swivel, because then you got the 180 or the 90 degrees there at the knee. And the backpack just came undone because I'm goofing around with this. It's got a little backwards articulation there in the knee due to the way it transforms, and a ball at the foot that's really all kinds of loose, as I'm demonstrating very well. But you can get those other little poses if needed to be, chicken poses and whatnot. And anyway, there it is. Let me get the gun on here and attached. Thank you again for watching. And due to Sideways' inability with his shoulder to hold that position, he can only kind of like hold it lower, and it kind of is crooked aimed when it is on there. And there's a couple of notches on the back there around the tailpipe that you can tab it in for storage if you desire. But we're going to get this guy into car mode and let you take a little closer look at that, and then decide if this is one you want to pick up. I hate that the shoulder doesn't really lock into place, especially whenever the gun arm is on there. And then it looks like he's really super packing, and it just pops off there. There's a little slot that this little guy goes into when you slot it in, and there you go. So there is the Uncle Barry clone with his gun opposing. One more pose there. And I'm gonna have to get the feet fixed there too, but anyway, it looks like barricade. Sorry I'm hung up on that. Let's get him into vehicle mode. Take you a second and take me a little bit longer, but we'll go through the transformation and see how that does. And here is Sideways in his vehicle mode, looking like an impressive Audi sports car. But it's actually not an Audi, and it actually has painted tail lights and all that good stuff. It looks so great. It will let you peg in the weapon back here at the cost of it looking completely and totally ridiculous. I just don't think this is a really good option and venue. But the reason why you can't store it underneath, there is little to no room to store this underneath, which is amazing how all that folds up and cleans up underneath there and still keeps that low level profile. And the one thing that drives me crazy is the pegs like this, but at least it's the same color and it blends in fairly well, so I don't have to do any touch-up paint. I love the metallic sparkle paint going up and down the side. There's the gas cap right there, and that front profile looks pretty incredible. Amazing how they did this to hide the little pins in there for the transformation, but really, really well done. Probably one of the best studio series of the movie verse of a brief, albeit or character gets finally a great rendition there, and you can see the Uncle Barry head there underneath, and this is like his shoulders, and there's his hands grabbing his hips, and the way his feet fold and tuck away. It's all really, really awesome, and it tabs in, it cleans up really, really good. I really do like this car mode a whole lot, and man, I hate that he just lasted 3 seconds. Takes it right there and right down the middle. But anyway, Sideways is pretty flippin' sweet. I'm gonna back into robot mode, give you some final thoughts, and wrap this up. This is getting a high recommend for the vehicle mode alone. But like I said, final thoughts coming up. Thanks again. Some final thoughts on this guy. Even though he was in the Revenge of the Fallen for a very short amount of time, and is fodder for sideswiping the triplets to take pop shops on in a really, really intense, cool opening movie chase, this guy is a solid figure, and with a little bit of super glue on the knobs at his hips, at his ankles, and on his shoulders. He's a little bit tighter now, and transforms extremely well, looks extremely good, I feel, on both modes, and I really am surprised by how good it turned out. Feel like I said, it was Revenge of the Fallen barricade, but this guy is in fact Sideways, and I give it a high recommend for those that are fans of that and or like really cool transforming cars. This guy is really cool. Thanks again to my subscribers. You guys like, share, subscribe, help the channel continue to grow, and have a great weekend out there. Thank you again for tuning in and spending your valuable time with me. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend. Till all are one.